To keep us all safe and to help our health workers, it's vital to know quickly if you've come in contact with someone who has tested positive for coronavirus. It's why we've introduced the COVID Safe app. With your privacy protected by law, COVID Safe keeps a secure note of other users you've been near if you have to go out. So, if they test positive for coronavirus, you'll be notified. It'll help us stop the spread sooner so we can get back to the things we love. Download COVID Safe today. Authorised by the Chief Medical Officer, Canberra.
Mandy Hanmer has been at the club since 1996, part of the whole organisation, Surf Lifesaving, since 1977. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Mike. Nice to meet you.
What got you into surf lifesaving?
My mother and father.
Oh, blame your mum and dad.
I was a pool swimmer, and there was a local club that were chasing another female for their surf teams. Mm-hmm. And so they said, yes, Mandy will do that.
And you did?
Off I went.
Yep.
I did as I was told.
A long time, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. And then 96 with Kurrawa.
That's right, yeah.
What brought you to Kurrawa?
children. So they were
Blame the kids.
Blame the kids, yeah, again. The kids were old enough to do nippers, so we had a choice whether at the end of the road on which way we'd go. We'd either go to Mermaid or Kurrawa. And the lady I spoke to here first, who was Di Kingston, she was just beautiful, and we thought, this is where we want to be. So, and here we are. Beautiful
part of the world. Club's a great club.
Yep.
What is the attraction about surf lifesaving?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's the people. You get such a big range of people with all diverse interests and abilities, and it's just been here and been out in the open air, helping the community. Yeah, it's just lovely. And
to be a surf lifesaver, you have to be fit.
Yeah.
You are still really fit.
Yeah, I try to keep myself
You went
active.
lake swimming this morning.
I went lake swimming.
It was cold.
It was very cold. We think
Why
it was
did
under
you do
20.
That?
We know that. We put the thermometer in the lake.
But isn't that funny though? In Queensland, around here, under 20 is cold. It's a heat wave, Victoria way.
Victoria, yeah.
So, how far would you swim?
So at the moment, our little group swimming in the lake, we're doing between around 2 k's or just over 2 to 2.5.
Wow, and what
3
about,
times a week.
And then when you can get back, once it's post-COVID, how many laps? 50 metres?
We go with 3 k's and we put our hands up and go, yes, we're done, thank you.
From swimming then to surf lifesaving?
Yeah.
Which is actually harder. You see them up and down the beach and out in the water and stuff, and it's harder swimming in the ocean than it is the pool because you're backwards and forwards. There's no waves, got the little things either side of you. But here, there's nothing except waves and things that go crunch
I don't
on your
think
feet.
about the things that might be following.
Makes you go faster.
Yeah, I think surf is more fun, even though when you're training it is super hard work. Across multiple disciplines that you have to train for, some have to train for, but I find because of the waves, it's more fun.
Where do you see the future of surf lifesaving? You've been involved since '77, here in '96, so sounding like Bruce McIlvaine to hear all these, but where do you see it? It is changing.
It is changing. I really don't know. I wish I had that crystal ball to guide the up-and-comers and the ones that are there now and what to do, but I guess it's probably all money-driven, so it depends where that's going to come from.
But it won't affect the club here. Beautiful part of the world. The social club is stunning. That's my sort of training, from the table to the bar and back again.
Yeah.
and to navigate the other tables.
Yes. Oh, well, okay.
And they've got a pizza starting here very shortly.
I saw that, yeah.
This weekend when we open.
There'll be a few fans of that, I tell you.
Now, I've been requesting, this is my theme, but I've been requesting for a real New York pizza. That's the one with cheese, tomato, grease coming out of it, and you can fold it, and that and a beer to wash the grease down. How fantastic.
To die for?
Well, you do die.
Eventually.
Heart stopper though. Heart stopper.
Heart stopper, yeah.
What's the biggest change? We were talking before about change and stuff. But what's the biggest change that you think or you've seen happen all those years, besides the professionalism, for yourself?
I think now there's more involvement right through the ages. So even though before you've always had the nippers, the kids, and then people used to maybe get to about 20, 25 and you wouldn't see a lot of them again. Whereas I think now you're seeing more of the mature people staying on and coming back to surf. You know, getting in that 30 upwards bracket, we've got a lot. And I think a lot of clubs have a lot of them coming back because of the camaraderie that they get with people within the clubs. Absolutely.
If somebody wanted to be a volunteer, what do you suggest? Just pop down
Give
here?
the club a call or come in and find out all about it and put your name down. And I mean, the training, we do all the training here to get you qualified and capable to go on the beach to
Save
do
lives.
patrols and save lives.
Yep.
And it's not just on the beach. I've used my skills elsewhere away from the beach to help people. So
Wow.
it's not just for here.
An amazing club, amazing people. You're one of them.
Oh, thank you.
And so fit. I can't believe you still do 3Ks a day. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm ashamed. You know, the worst thing about training early, which you probably loved, was
No.
getting up early, and the water was in winter, it was freezing. Well, even though it was warm, a heated pool,
Yeah.
you hit the water and you go, man, what's all this about? So,
I agree. That's my heart. I'm not an early morning person.
do you
by
think
any
you'll ever
stretch.
stop?
I hope not. Otherwise, that's it for me.
That's
I
it.
think.
That's it.
Yeah.
A Viking funeral.
Well, I think, you know, so long as I'm doing something, whether it's swimming or walking or running or something like that.
Lovely chatting. We'll see you around here, I would imagine.
Yep, I'm usually around a bit.
Yeah, and if somebody wants to find out more, now let's test your knowledge. What is the web address?
kurrawasurf.com.au.
I think you're right. Let's look
Is
at the
it?
bottom of the screen. Can you see the bottom of the screen?
No.
Lovely chatting. All the best, and enjoy your swimming.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you, Mike.
Hi, it's Brendan Nottle from the Salvos. For 140 years, we've stood with Australians in crisis. Today, as we all rise to the challenge of this heartbreaking time, the Salvos are doing all they can to ease the pain and find a way through for the people hardest hit. You can play a powerful role. If you're able, please go to salvationarmy.org.au and give to the Red Shield Appeal now. Together, we can do this.
Mark Edwards is the HR manager here at the Kurrawa Surf Club. Mark, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Mike.
2018 just seems like 2 years ago.
I think it was. It's come around pretty quick.
How long
Last 2 years
have you
is-
been here for?
I've been here since 2013 September.
So you've seen many things happen in 6.5, 7 years.
Yes, definitely have. We've seen a lot of changes in Kurrawa Surf Club. We've seen a lot of staff. We've seen a lot of surf life-saving changes, building changes, renovations, and obviously the big rebuild that we came over into the new club around about 2 years ago, I believe it was.
And we get into this great groove at the moment with club doing so well, then COVID happens, so it's sort of a bit of a pause, isn't it? And now we're back almost ready to kickstart it again. How does that feel?
We cannot wait. Personally, I cannot wait to see the doors open and see those friendly faces come back through the door.
But you know what? Pizza is on the menu.
How exciting.
Yes. Now, Jeff's been telling me that the pizza has got to be healthy, but you know, I love the American pizzas from New York. They got the oil mixed in with the oil, and then there's a bit of tomato and cheese on it, runny cheese. To me, that is the heart stopper, the pizza to kickstart a weekend.
What is a pizza without all that oil and
That's
cheese?
right, and then a beer. Now, being the HR manager, what do you look for when you employ someone here?
Well, when we employ here, we are looking for a certain set of skills that will be useful here at Kurrawa. We're looking for that vibrancy, the outgoing personality, what they can bring to Kurrawa as a person, ideas. A lot of the young ones coming through these days do have some great ideas, and it's good to see. And we need. I believe that they do need a platform to get those ideas out. So,
and this is a great platform for it. I mean, it's like this big family here, isn't it? And Broadbeach is like a family.
it is, yeah. As Broadbeach is a bit of a tourist mecca. you would find that the local base here is quite small. Everyone knows everyone for such a big area and such a populated area. Very touristy. So we do thrive on the tourism that comes.
Did the club though change when they went from the one prior, the hut, compared to the Taj Mahal of surf clubs on the coast? Did the club change in attitude, or did it just remain that warm, friendly, let's have a beer place?
I believe that it has remained and has kept that culture of the warm, friendly, let's have a beer place. The aesthetics of it is obviously totally different to where we were in the old building. So we are very blessed to be
And you've
here
got the
at
one-arm bandits here. Well, actually, no more one arm. It's the finger one. You've got to push the buttons, which isn't the same, is it? I mean, you used to remember the old days when smoking was looked upon as being cool. You'd have a beer in one hand, you'd pull the poker machine down with the other one, and it was just wonderful. But now we've done it, it's really lazy because you just push buttons and have a
Sadly, I do recall the last generation of the one.
It's terrible, isn't it? Just wipe it out.
I am in that age bracket. That's sad.
You don't look it though.
Thank you.
Now, if somebody wants to say, get a job here, for example, be part of the family, you being the HR manager, how do they contact you? How do they get hold of you?
So the applicants can come in through the entrance down at reception there and have grab an application, fill an application out, and that will come through to me, and then we can go down that path. We do have an online platform where they can apply online through our Kurrawa Surf. And also we do take some people from job agencies that we do work with, ETC Help, just to name a couple, who we have had some pretty successful applicants come through and moved up the ranks and been with us for quite some time. The
club itself, beautiful club. What does it mean to you?
For me, it is family. It really, honestly, is family. Since I came here in 2013, I moved up from Sydney. I took this job here just as a waiter, and I've built friendships that have turned into family. I truly feel like I am part of the family here. Every day I come to work is a blessing. It's great. As I mentioned, the view, the people, just everything about Kurrawa.
Big things happening here at Kurrawa. It's all happening. Tracy Gardner, Operations Manager of Kurrawa Surf Club. Happy we're open.
Yes, how exciting, finally.
It is very exciting. Okay, now tell us how this works with the numbers.
Well, the restrictions from the government are 20 people per area until we get to stage 3, which is in July. So we're navigated our total space that we have and worked out how many areas we can get into that space. It'll be a gradual progression. We'll open taking bookings for 40 for the first weekend, and then gradually build that up.
Wow.
Ready to hit the 100 per section in July.
The 100, the big ton.
Yeah.
Which is still only 25% of the capacity.
Yeah, true.
But it's a good start, isn't it?
Grateful for anything at the moment. And so happy to have the team back working, seeing the members, getting everyone back in, and a little bit of normalcy back in.
And the libations will be flowing.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And the pizza will be cooking.
Pizza!
Fantastic.
So
Tell us
excited.
about the pizza, though. I mean, because I always talk about the greasy New York pizza.
I know.
I will stop.
You need to let it go.
I will let it go. Tell us about the greasy pizza. No. But beautiful pizzas there. Fantastic food from Jason in the kitchen.
Yep.
What are you looking forward to? Say okay, let's rephrase it. Say if you were coming in for a bite to eat, what would you order?
Well, I'm definitely going to try the pizzas, even though I already have, between you and I.
Have you?
But
was it good?
Oh, of course.
Fantastic. Yum.
We're starting with our new menu, a reduced version of of the new menu, something for everyone. And you know, we've got the basics: margarita, supreme, vegetarian. You know, so
margarita's good.
Yes.
Okay, and vegetarian.
I like the vegetarian with the roast vegetables.
Yeah, and it's healthy.
Yep, I have tried them all.
Yeah, and the other ones?
Hard to pick your favourite child, but I do
So,
like them all.
The margarita pizza, we're doing one of those?
Yes.
Okay, now
Yep.
what's the margarita pizza?
Tomato sauce, basil, and mozzarella. Basic.
So that's just about the New Yorker, isn't it?
yes.
And if you
Without
ordered more...
the dripping
Okay.
grease.
Oh, I love it. I was telling Mandy before that the grease is really good because if you do it, say, swimming,
Yep.
you just rub it on your body and it smells like a pizza. And the beer, wine, great wine.
Oh, yes. We have adjusted our wine list, so it'll be a new wine list.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the old favourites are still there. A few new varietals will be appearing. And cocktail menu will be back again at a reduced amount.
Yep. And what about beer?
Beer. The beer has
Delicious.
coming
With the
back
pizza.
through the doors.
Yeah.
It took a couple of days to get it chilled,
Mm-hmm.
to get ready for sale. But yeah, all the 16 varieties of beer will be back on tap.
Fantastic. And in the main kitchen, we're moving away from the pizza to civilised food that
Yes.
you use knife and forks with.
Yep, so
Tell
we've
us
still
about
got
that.
steaks, schnitzels, seafood.
Everything.
The prawn and chicken gumbo is going to be a big hit.
Oh, wow. Tell us about that.
It's New Orleans inspired.
Yeah.
It's a bit spicy for me, but
Fantastic. And
absolutely adored by a lot of people.
And what about Cafe 28?
They'll be kicking off their new menu on the 18th.
And I see Jeff got his wish because we know Jeff loves the attention, the stage.
Yep.
He can get up and sing to his heart's content
He can.
now
He
because
can.
he is a closet performer, isn't he?
I think he might be actually.
But see,
We'll have to make sure the cameras are around for when he does his first performance.
Tell us about the stage though and what you have planned for it.
So we took out the garden bed just to utilise that space a bit more, and not just for us but for the community. Being outdoor area down there, it's not just for our guests in Tower 28 Cafe, it's for the broader community walking by, enjoying the parklands. We'll be obviously joining the crew of Blues on Broad Beach and Groundwater Music Festival. But in between those festivals, we'll be engaging with some local buskers to
Wow.
utilise
Isn't
that
that
space
fantastic?
and provide entertainment for everyone.
Yep, and to sit out, have a nice meal outside of Cafe 28 or the music will just float inside from
Yep.
downstairs.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Supporting our local artists.
Okay, now if somebody wants to find out more, Facebook, Instagram,
Yep.
YouTube,
Yep.
what else? Quick
Website,
website, that's how I knew that. And what's the website address?
www.kurrawasurf.com.au.
It's all happening?
It is so exciting.
Okay, it's all happening where?
Kurrawa Surf Club.
Yay! Thank you.
You're welcome.